Hello everyone, and welcome back to Military TV. Today we delved into the fascinating world of aircraft carriers, those mighty giants of the ocean that represent the pinnacle of military force projection. These colossal vessels, costing at least $13 billion to construct, have a rich history dating back to World War I, where cruisers and battleships were converted into aircraft carriers for reconnaissance purposes. During World War II, purpose-built aircraft carriers became crucial in naval warfare, especially in the Pacific, as demonstrated in iconic battles like the Battle of Midway. Now, let's take a closer look at the construction process of these behemoths. Building an aircraft carrier is akin to constructing with giant play blocks. These carriers are built in modular sections called superlifts, each weighing hundreds of tons. A massive crane, exemplified by a 965-ton crane at Newport News Shipbuilding, is employed to carefully position these superlifts into their designated spots on the carrier. To illustrate, the island of the U.S. Gerald R. Ford, a crucial component, was constructed separately and moved into place as a superlift. The shipbuilding engineers ensure precision in positioning, connecting it to the deck and other previously installed superlifts. The main mast, weighing over 750 tons, is also installed as a single pre-assembled piece, expediently aligning internal systems and antennas. But what about the anchor system? Anchors are a vital part of an aircraft carrier's equipment. Installing massive anchors and anchor chains involves a complex, heavy lift process, requiring meticulous planning and coordination. Each massive forged steel anchor weighs more than 30 tons. Supported by even larger anchor chains, some reaching up to 1,500 feet long, totaling more than 165 tons. During repairs or overhauls, carriers may need their rudders replaced. A dry dock is prepared to lower the 49-ton rudder into its final location. This process involves lowering a 27-foot-long, 20-ton rudder stock through multiple latches on the carrier hull, ensuring proper alignment. Sea trials mark the next phase. As the carrier is escorted out of the port by tugboats, a tradition known as manning the rails. Crew members line the rails to observe for underwater obstacles or landward hostilities. It's a momentous occasion as the carrier embarks on its maiden voyage. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of aircraft carriers. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more captivating content. Until next time,